Hello everybody, my name's Star and I'm from psychicmix.com, and today I wanted to briefly talk about what happens when you think the person that you love is cheating on you. Now, more often than not, we go through relationship experiences, and as we start to grow older, we tend to get a little bit battered and bruised by relationships if we've had some nasty breakups. And if someone has cheated on us in the past, sometimes we can get a little bit suspicious and a little bit of change of behavior, and we start to think that our partner is cheating on us. Maybe it's an old friend that they found on Facebook. Maybe it's just they've started to work on their body and they've taken up gym. They might be hiding their cell phone a lot and going to the bathroom and going to the garage, and they might be working odd hours. They're not really paying attention to you. They go out and buy new aftershave or new perfume. They're not really connecting with you. You're not doing things together, and immediately you start to think, well, maybe they're cheating, but you're not quite sure. And it's very difficult, and more often than not, this is when you come to a psychic on a website such as psychicmix.com and you want to know if your partner is cheating. Well, let me save you a little bit of time and you can take things one step further. And I wish I'd had this advice when I was younger. So it's always good to be older and we can pass on the information that we know for sure. So how to tell if your partner is cheating on you, and it's very easy. When you are in a relationship, we open ourselves up in every single direction, and most importantly, the cell phone. Now, you can ask any really happily married, giggly, fun, happy, successful couple and find out if their cell phones are open to each other. And more often than not, you will find that they are. That at any time, someone can pick up the other person's cell phone. I mean, sometimes I go on Arcadian's cell phone because I like to see his Facebook news feed, because every news feed is different. So if I'm a little bit bored with my Instagram or my Facebook, I go on and look at his. I can safely say that if your partner has got a code on their phone, and if you ask them out of the blue if you can look at their cell phone and they say no, more often than not, they are cheating. It is so easy when the cell phone is blocked to the other person to start an online emotional affair. This can be anything on text messaging, on Facebook. So I would suggest, if you really want to confront your partner, you need to make an evening where you sit down and you have dinner, and you have to be very strong. No hysterics, no freaking out. You have to be very strong and determined. And you have to know that you want to get down to basics and you want to know the truth. And over dinner, hold hands and look into the eyes of your partner and ask them some soul-searching questions about where they see your lives going forward together. Is there anything you can do to improve the relationship? And then say to them that you'd like to look at their cell phone. And if they play up about it, more often than not, if they're feeling guilty, they will point the blame back at you. Don't you trust me? Why do you want to look at my cell phone? You just want to cause trouble. I never let anyone look at my cell phone. It's private to me. And if they do all of that, you can probably be sure that your partner is cheating. What they might do is change the subject and freak out, and if you weren't prepared for it, you start to feel really bad and really guilty, and you'd start to doubt yourself. But remember, you are here to have an honest look at their private life. What they might do is go to the bathroom, change the subject, and then 2 hours later come and say, you know what, I'm really sorry, here you are, you can have a look at my cell phone. And it's too late then, because then they've removed the evidence. What you've also got to do is work out that when you find out that they're cheating, what are you going to do and how are you going to deal with it? You can feel quite explosive because the pain is horrendous. There is nothing worse than finding out that your partner has been cheating on you, not only for the health factors, for what it does to you emotionally. It feels like a piercing rod going through your heart. So you have to understand that you're going to feel very weak, you're going to feel explosive, your emotions are going to be all over the place, you're going to say very horrible things. Your partner will either feel very, very guilty, or they'll walk out, storm out, slam the door, go out and get drunk, which calls for a lot of patience from you. So before you set out on this, because after all this is a spiritual site, you need to have backup in spiritual material to read. You need to have a journal where you can start writing down your thoughts. You need to have friends which are going to help you heal and help you work through this. And they're not going to add fuel to the fire and say that you have to break up. Once you open up the door of communication, and believe me, in a long-term marriage, many, many things happen, many changes happen. Because somebody cheats does not mean it's the end of the relationship. In fact, it can bring you even closer. But I would suggest couple counseling, and that you need to get at least 4 sessions under your belt to actually get assistance with this. You are going to suffer a lot of pain, and your partner is going to feel very guilty, and it'll be a very hard time, but your faith will strengthen. And I would certainly suggest the use of crystals. Either find yourself a crystal shop and go walk in the crystals and allow yourself to heal. Rose quartz is a very good stone to have. So that is the quick and easy way to find out if your partner is cheating. But if you would like a more detailed reading from me, and you'd like some insight, and I deal with this situation many, many times a day, infidelity in a relationship or a marriage. And I can give you some very good tools on how to survive this and how to find out what's really going on so that you can bring your relationship together. I do hope that you have a happy conclusion to the advice that I've given you, and I'm here to guide you in whatever way you like. But from me in Cape Town, South Africa, I wish you a good evening, good luck and success in healing your relationship. Namaste.